What's up, you guys? Welcome to V.S.O.P Radio, where we only drink the finest of V.S.O.P cognac. I'm your host, Ryan, and today we're going to be discussing the matchup between Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts on Sunday Night Football. But before we do that, if you guys can do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, because my philosophy is if you enjoy the vibe, why not like and subscribe? Now, to get into our discussion. The Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Miami Dolphins 31-17 on Sunday Night Football. But the game was more than just a matchup. Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa were teammates for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tua Tagovailoa was the backup quarterback and Jalen Hurts was the starter. And Jalen Hurts was the starter for the entire season until they got to the national championship. In the national championship, they were down 13-0. And Nick Saban had to make a tough call. And he benched Jalen Hurts. Tua Tagovailoa comes out in the second half. And not only does he bring the Alabama Crimson Tide back, but he takes the lead and leads Alabama to a national championship. Now, during the game, they showed footage of Jalen Hurts running on the field in utter excitement, running up to Tua, congratulating Tua. But in the back of his head, he felt like, damn, there goes my starting position. And who knows what's going to happen after that. The following season, although Jalen Hurts was still at Alabama, he didn't play much. And as a result, the following season, he transferred to Oklahoma, in which he balled out, had the best college season of his college career. Tua and Jalen Hurts enter the same draft. Tua's drafted fifth overall by the Dolphins, and Jalen Hurts goes in the second round to the Philadelphia Eagles with what I believe was the 53rd pick. Both have been in the league for 3 years. Yet this was their first head-to-head matchup. Now, I know those two have nothing but love, but I know Jalen Hurts was playing with a chip on his shoulder. He was able to lead the Eagles to the Super Bowl last season. Unfortunately, Tua, who had a very promising first part of the season, but he kept getting concussions and concussions to the point where he had to take the rest of the season off because he just kept sustaining too many head injuries. But the two meet up for the first time in their pro careers, both going into this week 6-1. I'm sorry, 5-1. The game started off very close, going back and forth, back and forth. However, at one point, Jalen Hurts separated himself, and the Eagles continued to put on a show and dominate the Dolphins. If it wasn't for the Dolphins' defense, the game essentially would have ended 31-10. But because the defense got a pick six, it was, the score was a little respectable, 31-17. I can only imagine what Nick Saban was thinking, because I'm sure he watched this game, watching his two former quarterbacks, now professionals, leading their teams to the top of their prospective conferences, go at it on primetime football. I know for a fact Tua is going to go back to the drawing board with this one. And I know for a fact that Jalen Hurts is feeling really good about this win. It's almost like a redemption. He was able to show that he is the more elite quarterback and that he just had a rough first half of that national championship game in which he was benched for Tua. But you guys let me know what you guys think about this entire matchup. You guys let me know if you watched the game, what were your thoughts? And if you didn't, just what are your thoughts in general about these two going head to head after being college teammates and one taking the starting job over the other, just for them to have their pro showdown in prime time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys next time here at V.S.O.P Sports Radio. Peace.